dear student, I am Dr. Swati Tyagi, Associate Professor at IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus. Today, I am here to the topic of amino acid in biochemistry. As you all aware that amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. But when we talk about the structures, today we are going to discuss the structure of amino acids. Here, we found that there are 300 amino acids occurs in nature, but only 20 amino acids enter in the synthesis of proteins. What is the amino acids? How this structure we represent the amino acids? First, we know about what are the chemical structures are going to participate in the formation of amino acids. There are 4 different groups which participate in the formation. These are amino group, carboxylic group, hydrogen atom and side chain. What is side chain? Before we comes on the side chains, here we can see the structure of amino acids. All these different groups are connected with the carbon, and this carbon has a 4 valency, and these 4 valencies are fulfilled with this carboxylic group, amino group, hydrogen atom and R group. So it is this carbon is called alpha carbon. This alpha carbon with 4 valency attached by 4 different groups synthesize the structure of amino acids, and further these amino acids connected with each other and forms the protein structure. Now we comes what are the groups are attached. We discussed that carboxylic group is attached, and carboxylic group has the capability to donate his hydrogen atom. So it is the negatively charged ion. And here you can see that this amino group has the capacity to accept the hydrogen atom. So it has the positively charged group. When a alpha carbon has both positively amino group ion and negatively charged carboxylic group ion, this is called the Zwitter ion. So amino acids has the property of Zwitter ion. Now we comes on the classifications. How we classify the amino acids? Amino acids classify as they enter in the synthesis of protein. So we classify these amino acids on the basis of metabolic activity, on the basis of nutritional activity, on the basis of chemical structures they formed. And here today we discuss about the classification of the R group on the basis of R group. What is the side chain? What types of different groups have these side chains? The R group has polarity groups and on the basis of the shape. When we talk about the polarity, what is the polarity? Polarity means that groups have both the positive and negative ions. They have the capability to share the electrons. And when we talk about the non-polar group, that means they don't have positive and negative ion. They don't have the capability to react with the water. And the other sides, R group have is the aliphatic structure and the aromatic structure. What is aliphatic and aromatic? Further we are going to discuss. Now we comes on the polar group. Polar group, that means here you can see the example of serine amino acids where the carbon has the valency with the carboxylic group, amino group and hydrogen atom. In the place of the R group, you can see there is the CH2OH, OH hydroxyl ion. So this is the polar group. But when this polar group have the capability to accept the hydrogen ion atom, to donate the hydrogen ion atom, we categorize these polar group in the positively charged R group or the negatively charged R group. We take the example of positively charged R group is the lysine. Here in the place of R group, the group is attached CH2, 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 NH3 plus. That means amino group has the capability to accept the hydrogen ion. So we categorize this positively charged R group. Then we comes on the negatively charged R groups. Here you can see the example of aspartate where the carboxylic group in the attached in the R group in the place of the R group CH2COOH. Acetic acid group and carboxylic has the capability to donate the hydrogen atom. Now it is the category of negatively charged R group. Now in further you can see that the non-polar aliphatic group when we talk about the hydrogen and carbon atoms. Here in the first structure that is glycine, when we talk about the aliphatic, that means hydrogen ion can also attach this carbon alpha carbon group, but in rest of the carbon you can find that carbon has the 4 valency with different groups. Glycine is the only the example, or you can see that this carbon is not the capability of chiral carbon. Chiral carbon, when a carbon is fulfill its 4 valency with different groups. Rest all the amino acid excepted glycine, all are the capability, all are having the properties of chiral carbon. Now we comes on the aromatic R groups. Aromatic, there when we can talk about, we say about the ring structure. Here the example of phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. Phenylalanine, here the ring structure is attached with the methyl group and form the structure of phenylalanine. When we talk about the tyrosine, here is the again ring structure with methyl group, but the hydroxyl ion group is also attached. So this is called the tyrosine amino acids. When we talk about all these 20 amino acids, you can refer these 20 amino acids with the 3-letter abbreviation, and you also categorize with the 1-letter code. These all are 20 amino acids where glycine has the 3-letter code, that is GLY, and 1-letter code is G. These are the abbreviation. For the alanine ALA and 1 letter is A. Valine VAL. 1-letter code is V. So you can categorize all these amino acid with the 3 abbreviations or 1-letter code. So today we discuss about the amino acids, structure of amino acids. Now we come on the function of amino acids. We all aware that amino acid participate in the synthesis of protein, but they have some other functions also. In their functions, some amino acids are converted to the carbohydrates and called as a glucogenic amino acids. Some amino acids give rise to the specialized product, formation of a specialized product, where you can find that tyrosine forms the thyroid hormones, tryptophan synthesize the vitamin that called niacin, glycine, arginine, methionine take part in the synthesis of creatine, glutamate, cysteine and glycine take part in the synthesis of glutathione. Glycine is used for the synthesis of heme group. Thus, these amino acids have different functions and participate in the protein synthesis, where on the basis of amino acids you can categorize the protein synthesis. Students, this all about for the amino acids. Further in our biochemistry series we talk about with the other topic.